everybody, I've been putting together something very special. I know we usually do how draws for this channel, but today we're going to be doing stuff with shells. I went to the beach recently, I go to the beach a lot, and I found a bunch of pretty shells. I even found some sand dollars, and I mean, I've done this before. There's so many different art projects you can do with shells, and I want to show you all. Also, welcome to the Artist Loft. I got too caught up at what I was doing. Anyway, make sure you leave the thumbs up button, because I really worked hard on this video, setting it all up. And subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. Alright, so right here what I have on the table is these special markers. I wouldn't even call them markers, like the tip of them, it's like paint. I'm not painting my screen. I have string, shells, some with holes in them. This big shell doesn't. I made this cool art project. I filled this with sand dollars and gems. You can mostly just see the sand dollars. I even put a sand dollar on the lid. I glued a bunch of sparkles to it, so it's looking super cute. Then I have this photo of me. I framed it. I put sparkles on sand dollars, and I put it to the frame. See, it's so cool, these art projects. And this is just some more shells I put in a container. Anyway, our first art project we're gonna do with shells, we're gonna do two, because there's so much you can do with them. See, if you find, sometimes you can find shells with natural holes in them, like maybe a creature dug into it or something like that. And you can make bracelets with them. I have some of this string, so I'm going to make a little bracelet. You might need a parent's help since we're going to be using scissors. And some people don't let their kids use scissors. I'm using kid-friendly ones, so I'm okay. So, basically, I would measure out your wrist, make it longer than your wrist, than what your wrist is. So, let's see, my wrist is about here. I should probably leave some more room. So, I'll cut about here. Again, you might need a parent's help with this, because even this, I don't even know if this is right at all. Okay. Next, what I'm going to grab is some tape. Have it down here. With this tape, what I'm going to do, with this tape, what I'm going to do is make sure the shells don't fall off. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tape, get a little piece. I don't know why it's hard to use tape now. And I'm going to tape down one of its ends to my cable. This will be temporary. We put the tape on top, and there we go. So now when I put the shells on, I'm not like this and it won't fall right out. It'll be impossible. So now I'm going to put on the shells. I don't know if this was the best string to do bracelets, but we'll give it a go. I'm first going to see, some of these shells have holes in them. So I'm gonna first do this one. I'm gonna fit the string through the hole. And bam. Got our first shell added to our bracelet. A second one, fit through this hole. You can always pause the video if you need more time. This is taking me a while, it's hard. There we go. So when next time you're at the beach, I would make sure to collect some shells for art projects, because these are so cool to mess around with. If you find sand dollars, though, those are the ones I did these art projects with. Those are called sand dollars. They're not regular shells. Some of them can be alive, and you could kill them by taking them out of the water. So, basically, if you see one that's brown and furry, that's that shape, don't take it out of the water. It's still alive. If you pick it up, it even squirts a tiny bit of like ink at you, like your fingers. It makes your fingers yellow. It's actually cool. Okay. But if it's white, the color of these, you're welcome to take them out of the water. In some places, they're really rare. Look at the beach I went to recently. I only found one. But another vacation, I found all of these. Plus, I still have extra. So it's super, super cool. And you never know. Let's see, what should be my last shell? I guess this one. Because I need room to tie it. And I'm sure this will be a heavy bracelet because of how these shells are. I mean, these shells are pretty heavy. Or together, the weight probably is. I'll put on one more shell liner. So I'll use up all of them. Let's see. Fit through the hole. Here we go. Now I'm going to undo the tape, and I'm going to be very careful with this. So I'm going to tie it in a knot. What you do is you take one string in both hands, you put them together, make an X with them, and you put the one behind underneath this, like that. Oh, it's a little difficult to make a knot. And then pull. Pull. Yeah, it's a little difficult. But we're trying. And then to make it extra good, I'm going to do multiple knots on top of it. So repeat the same steps. It's cross, make them into an X, pull one under, and then pull. Pull lightly on this one. Like this. Hope this works. I've been working hard. Okay, I'm gonna do. Alright, for this step, these knots don't work with these type of string. You might have the right string that works, or you can find a grown-up and help you out if you have like the same one that helped you with scissors or something like that to help you out to tie it. Grown-ups have their special ways. I think if you go to a grown-up in your house, they should be able to solve it for you, or guardian. Anyway, moving on to the next art project. So pretty. Alright, moving on. I can show this off to everybody who walks by my wall. Alright, next we have a little bit of a short one. See, what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of my shells. There's a bit of a reason why I put these extra shells here. That's because I'm going to paint one. I'm going to use these special paints. If your mom or whatever gives you permission, grown-up gives you permission in your house, you are welcome to do it too. With paints, I do not believe. You know what? Let's test it. Does it work with markers? I'm getting a bright color. It does. So you can use markers too. I'm going to use my paints, but you can use markers. I don't know how well. I mean, it works pretty well. I'm actually surprised by that. You learn something new every day. I'm going to make mine red and blue. Half and half. And it'll look so cute. Okay. Half red. And half blue. This is turning into a bit of a long video. It's fun. But we are doing 2 art projects in one video. Alright, mine's done. It takes a while to dry, so you can't really touch it. I don't know what happens when you use markers. You can test it out. It's all part of the fun. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video of shells. I always appreciate you guys taking your time and watching my videos. I appreciate it because I've worked really hard on this video. If you leave a like and subscribe. Now I'm going to go get a parent to tie my bracelet. Bye, guys. Off I go.